And now, coming up next, we have Butch O'Nacho, the sports guy.
Well, howdy, and welcome to HNN Sports Center. I'm Butch O'Nacho, and this is the Week in Sports, brought to you by the Swamp and L's Bait and Porn, not to mention delicious Bush Light. This week in NCAA hoops, screw that hippie garbage. This week at the K-Bob Speedway, they hosted the K-Bob 500. Brought to you by Bill's Heating and Pork Rinds. Leonard Dooley took first place in the 15 horsepower lawnmower qualifiers. In the winner's circle, Dooley was quoted as saying, I have absolutely no idea what that means, but I think it means,
I'd like to thank my wife and all the fans for making this possible.
Or perhaps it just means I need more beer. Yeah! You cannot imagine, the more beer a man drinks, the faster he can drive. Coming up next week, down in the beautiful town of Busta, we have the midget coon throwing contest. So anybody out there, if you've got yourself a midget and you got yourself a coon, and your midget can whippity-doo down chuck a coon at least 25 yards, bring down your midget and coon. It'll be a good coon throwing midget time. Let me just tell you, I've got my money on my midget, Wilford Brimley. Oatmeal, it's the right thing to do. Beer, taste the rainbow. Next up, we have goat polo. Fantastic sport, played by only the best. Me, myself, I won the competition down there in South Stockton. Yep, me and Bessie, goat polo. I'll tell you guys a secret out there at home. The secret to winning that goat polo is Velcro gloves. Gotta keep a good handle on your goat. Make sure she doesn't run away. Next up, this just in. Yep, goo. Yippity goo. Beer is good. So is your mom. So's my Aunt Mom and Uncle Dad. Let me just tell you guys a quick story about Aunt Mom and Uncle Dad. They met when they were living together well, my daddy had to be 5 years old and my mom was just, and we'll move on from there. Next up in sports, we have the tractor racing contest. There was a bit of a tragedy here. Down there in Busta, the problem was this. Old Leroy, he got his mullet cutting the PTO, the power takeoff on the back of his tractor. The man had a 3-foot-long mullet wrapped right around there. Poor fella. Ain't nothing sadder than a man losing his mullet in a tractor accident. I'll drink to you, Leroy. This one's for you, baby. This week in NASCAR, the great American pastime known as NASCAR racing, we're all still mourning the loss of number 3, the Intimidator. A man with a mission, a man with a dream, a man we should all look up to. Beer is good.
Well, thank you, Butch O'Nacho. That was an interesting report. Well, we'll be right back after this message from our sponsors. Oh my God.